Hey, I'm back to do a video as promised on how I'm preparing for my surgery in a week. And my last video I ended up talking a little bit about some of the more crucial items, so I'm not going to go over those here. They just included a really nice water bottle with a straw and ice packs and things like that. But honestly, most of the things I bought in advance of my first mastectomy I didn't end up using. And so today I'm just going to talk about the clothes that I feel are the most suitable and convenient to buy in advance and to have around for the first couple of weeks of your recovery. And also I'm going to talk about pillows today because mastectomy pillows are kind of a big thing that people talk about a lot, and I've learned that you don't really need to go out and buy special pillows if you don't want to. And if you do, you'll just have to get rid of them shortly after. So just a little bit of extra waste that I wish I hadn't wasted my time on. So starting out with clothes, the clothes that I really liked first time around, and this was early September, so it was still pretty warm out at the time of my first mastectomy. The ones that I liked the most were the stretchiest clothes in the end. I bought a bunch of button-up shirts that were not stretchy, and I didn't use most of them at all. But the clothes that I could kind of step into as like a dress or a tank top that had stretchy necklines were really the easiest, because I preferred, instead of buttoning things up and feeling like I'm wearing kind of a starchy, stiff shirt, I preferred to have really soft clothing and stretchy clothing. Not that I needed the stretchiness, but the stretchiness just comes in handy when you can't put things on over your head. So as an example of that, I have this kind of mini dress bathing suit cover up. And you can see how stretchy it is. It's super stretchy because it's made out of a lot of spandex and some probably rayon and polyester blend. It's super short, so not appropriate for going out, but in terms of just around the house, this is really handy because you can pull it to the side, step into it, and then either pull the shoulders up yourself or have someone else pull the shoulders up for you if you're really in pain or feeling stiff. So that's my number one recommendation. And then my second recommendation is to bring something to go over that just in case you're chilly. I really like this one because it is, again, it's soft. It's made of cotton and not anything rough or polyester-ish, and it is stretchy, kind of like a t-shirt. It does have buttons in the front and it's short sleeve. I don't think at this time of year, it's late June, early July, that I'm going to be recovering. This time I'm not going to want much warmer than this, but if I do, I'll have something that's like a long sleeve cardigan, again, stretchy and soft, something like this that has long sleeves that I can put on over. Something for summer, since it is summertime and it's going to be quite hot during the week after my surgery, probably the 2 weeks after, I got a nice sundress. And again, it's got a really stretchy neckline. It's not the softest material, but if I do want to go out and I don't want to look like I'm wearing a house robe or a bathing suit cover up, I think this will be really good. So it's got a step-in kind of design. It's a nice long skirt. And then again, you just pull the straps over your shoulder once you've got this stretchy part on. This also is really flattering for a flat chest, which I will have after my surgery since I'm not having reconstruction. So that'll be handy too, and a little bit dressier. Otherwise, some of these button-up shirts have been nice for dressy occasions. This is kind of a transparent one, so you'd want to wear something underneath it. This is a kind of a well-worn cotton shirt that I've had for years, and it isn't stretchy, but it is nice and soft because I've had it for so long. I wouldn't wear this on the day of surgery because you might get blood on it and you don't want to stain your white shirts. And this also, just because it's summertime, you'll want something really light on hot days, and so I'm planning on wearing this a lot like I did the first time around. Nice sleeveless, cool, lightweight cotton. Probably what I'll wear to the hospital is the same as what I wore last time, which is this nice, soft, stretchy, but zippered shirt. So it has a zipper down the middle. I prefer the zipper to buttons. It's just a little bit less frustrating. I'm not a person that wears button-up shirts on a normal basis, and so I just really like how soft and stretchy and how easy the zipper is to put on when I'm kind of dopey and rummy and getting out of my anesthesia. So that will be the thing that I bring in particular to the hospital probably. And then I have this other kind of nice dress that is a wrap dress, and I bought also a bunch of wrap things my first mastectomy and didn't use the wrap shirts because I felt like they were falling open a lot. But this is a wrap dress that I feel like doesn't fall open, and it is, again, it's really pretty and a nice color for me, and it's made out of rayon. It's not stretchy rayon, but it's a nice pretty dress, and I think like maybe the first time I go out to a summer gathering I will wear this, or the one that has the stretchy band across the chest. This one might not be quite as flattering since it has a V neck for my flat chest, and we'll see how it matches my flat chest, but I think it'll be a nice option for ease of dressing for sure. And maybe even just to wear around the house. It's not a fancy dress, so I might wear this kind of as a house robe on days that I'm feeling blah and maybe I want to look a little bit nicer and put in some extra effort. And that's really it for clothes. It's really all about the shirts. You can wear whatever comfy pants you normally wear because you're just going to want, you know, elastic waist and something easy to pull up. And you'll probably for the first day or two want help dressing in any case. So definitely not button fly or, you know, anything too difficult to shimmy into. Something really comfy, sweatpants. I have soft jammy shorts that I like a lot too. And I showed those in my last video, so I won't show those again. So in terms of pillows, I just wanted to review kind of my experience with mastectomy pillows and pillows for getting ready for mastectomy. Typically people will recommend a wedge pillow, and I was lucky to find this one at Costco. However, it is big and bulky, and if you don't think you're going to use a wedge pillow long term, I don't recommend spending the $30-some on this memory foam wedge pillow. However, I do like it, so I'm glad I got it. I also like to use it in an upright position like this and lean against it when I'm writing in bed or doing things in bed. It makes being in bed and sitting up in bed really comfy, not just laying down in bed, which it's meant to be this way for laying down in bed. So you can use it both ways. This way for sitting up against and this way for laying down and having your head elevated. So I don't regret getting this, but honestly, I did just fine with this giant pillow the first time around. It's more of a decorative pillow that I already had. And I just would make sure that I had a little pillow underneath it at the back to boost it up a little higher and made it into kind of a wedge pillow. And that worked absolutely fine the first time around, no problem at all. Similarly, I sent away for a mastectomy pillow for free from this organization called Blessing Box in Texas. And really the novelty of this pillow was that it was handmade by a woman that really wanted to send people a lot of love. And so I got lots of little treats and love from her. It says on it, "You are strong enough," and it says her name at the end, which is Dawn. And this is a pillow that's designed specifically for car traveling while recovering from mastectomy. So it has this little area here that's supposed to go up against your chest, and it's got these little divots right here and right here that allow for your arm to kind of grab a hold and hold it and then put your seatbelt on over it. I don't feel like this is a necessary thing unless you really want to be blessed by Dawn and get the blessing box, which is wonderful. Again, I was really excited when I got it in the mail. And, you know, she picks out the color and everything just for you. It takes about a month, I guess, to get one. So if you have less than a month to go before your mastectomy, which many people do, you don't need to worry about having one of these because, again, it's going to end up in the landfill if you don't find someone to take it from you who wants a used mastectomy pillow, and most people don't want a used mastectomy pillow. So what I used for my first week, because I was still waiting for this to come in the mail, actually, is I just used a throw pillow, and I just put that right over my chest in the car and put my seatbelt over that, and it was absolutely fine. You want one that's kind of cushy and soft. You don't want it to be super firm, you know, something with some fiber fill that has some give in it. But really any throw pillow that can sit comfortably on your lap and not hit you in the chin is going to be fine for car travel. And I really do recommend having something. And in order to protect this from, you know, just being tossed around in the car, I did put a pillowcase on it. So I didn't want to stain it or get it dirty or roughed up too much. So I had a pillowcase on it for the month or so that I needed a mastectomy pillow in the car. And it is much easier to just grab from the back seat than this guy is, being as long and bulky as it is. So that's my recommendation. If you long term, if you have any sensitivity or soreness in your chest, you might also want like a little pillow that you can attach to the seat belt, and I'll show you a picture here of the one I have in my car. That's been really handy long term because I did have some sensitivity. So those are my kind of brief recommendations for clothing and for pillows. Mostly learned that I just didn't need to overstress and get quite as many of these options as I thought I did the first time around. So this time around, of course, like anything else, I'm so much more relaxed and ready to make do with the things that I've learned. But I have lots of options. It's good to have lots of options, especially in the summer, because you tend to sweat, go through clothing a little bit more fast in the summertime and in the warm months of the year. So I have lots and lots of stretchy tank tops made out of rayon and spandex. So I have no end of those things that I can step into. And my guess is that I'll just be wearing those on 9 out of 10 days, and it'll be very warm and I won't need anything to cover up or make me any warmer. I will be checking in and letting you know what kind of compression bra or compression bandage they give me for after surgery. My body is very petite, so I imagine it might be a bandage and not a bra this time, which I'm really glad for, because as you'll see in some of my past videos, I was not a big fan of those stretchy polyester post-surgery camisoles and pink bras that they give you. They just don't have very comfy seams. I know they try to make them as seamless as possible, but they do still have seams, and the fabric that they're made of just isn't that comfortable to me. I'd much rather have like a bandage or something like that. Something that's made out of cotton mostly is my hope, and something that's stretchy and doesn't have seams. So I'll let you know how that goes, and I will be making videos pretty rapidly over the next couple of weeks as I'm recovering. I'm much more willing to share my body and my process than I was comfortable doing last September. So there'll be a lot of videos coming out if I have my way and my plan goes as I'm thinking it will. So stay tuned in the next few days, and I will be right back here. Be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss anything, and you can even hit the notification bell if you want to be reminded that my video is coming out. If you're having a mastectomy soon, I'm hoping for the best for you, and I'm right there with you in solidarity. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.